There you go.
Okay, cool.
You were leaned back a little bit. Okay, at this time, we apologize for the slight delay, but we're going to go get started with our 2 p.m. session, which is, Are You Career Ready? With us today, we have Miss Jennifer Wilson and Miss Jennifer Walzel from the Workforce Commission of West Central Texas. Thank you, and I'm going to turn it over to you, ladies.
All right, thank you, Jana. Well, as Ms. Barrett said, my name is Jennifer Wilson, and today I'm presenting with Jennifer Walzel. We are Career and Education Outreach Specialists with Workforce Solutions of West Central Texas. And basically what that means is we visit schools and talk to students and teachers as well as parents about labor market information. We also talk about ways to get jobs in high growth, high demand areas. And we share information about career pathways. So we're going to go ahead and move to the next slide. Okay, I always like to know what's going to go on, so I want to go ahead and share that with you guys. Today you're going to be able to describe what career ready means. We're going to look at 2 types of skills and ways to refine those skills. And then we're also going to describe a great resume and look at the features of a great resume. And then before you guys leave, we're going to share some helpful resources for all things career. Our goal is to help you eventually get the perfect job.
So we're going to look at, what does it mean to be career ready? Well, career readiness is defined as having marketable skills that broadly prepare a person to transition from being a student, whether that's a high school student or a college student, to being an employee, an employer, or even an entrepreneur. So we're going to look at 2 of those marketable skills, hard skills and soft skills today.
Okay. Hard skills are also synonymous with technical skills or applied skills. So you might have heard those referenced in classes or from other people. Hard skills are specific and they're measurable. Employers agree that hard skills can be taught. Some specific examples of hard skills are using a blowtorch, entering information into an Excel spreadsheet, or even checking someone's blood pressure.
So we're going to look at soft skills. They're called transferable skills, whereas hard skills are kind of specific to certain careers. Transferable skills, or these soft skills, transfer to any job, no matter what industry or level of employment. So soft skills are actually a combination of different social skills that enable a person to work well with others, perform well, and meet their employer's expectations. Some examples of soft skills are having a firm handshake, if you're running late, calling ahead, letting people know, and then working hard even when no one is watching.
Okay, so before we move on, we want to take a poll and we want to see what you guys think. Which set of skills do you think that employers value most? Is it technical skills, or also known as applied skills, or is it soft skills? So if you'll look, there should be a poll feature coming through. Let's see. All right, cool. Let's see, it looks like they're coming in. Awesome, it looks like most people are saying soft skills. Yeah. Looks like it's okay. So it looks like soft skills are, most people think soft skills are more in demand than the hard skills. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and close the polling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see, we'll share those results. Okay. And I'm going to move to the next screen. Hopefully, let's see. There we go. Okay. For those of you that said soft skills, you are correct. Looks like we have a super smart audience because that's what most people said. We have a quick video that explains the difference a little bit better, so I'm going to go ahead and show that to you guys.
When it comes to work skills, they can be broken down into two types: hard skills and soft skills. They're pretty different from one another, but both are necessary to be successful on the job. Let's take a look at the differences between the two. Hard skills are concrete skills that are specific to your job and are required for you to actually do your work. For example, if you're a chef, cooking would be a hard skill. Or if you're a computer programmer, coding would be an example. Soft skills, on the other hand, are interpersonal or people skills that can be used in every job. These include communication, teamwork, and adaptability. Hard skills are generally learned through school, training, or previous work experience. They're more objective, meaning that once you've learned the information or task, you would then possess that skill. Soft skills are more difficult to develop. You'll need to practice them over time in the real world with others. They come naturally to some people, while others may not have such an easy time with them. Hard skills are easy to measure. Employers can get a good idea of your hard skills by looking at your education, previous experience, and certifications. Soft skills are harder to evaluate. They can't really be communicated well through your cover letter or resume. Instead, employers usually have to wait until an interview or your first few weeks on the job to get a good idea of your soft skills. Despite their differences, you'll need both hard and soft skills if you want to become more hireable or be successful in your current job.
Goodwill Community Foundation, creating opportunity.
So it seems we know, soft skills are more important. Here's the reason: employers know that a positive workplace culture enables everyone to be more productive. So if someone in the workplace lacks some of these skills, it could be detrimental to the culture in the business, and that costs people money. Now we're going to look at some of these soft skills.
All right, so we talked about how employers said the soft skills were the most important. So we're going to look at 7 of those top soft skills today. So number one on our list is communication. Communication tops that list because learning how to speak appropriately with your supervisor, your coworkers, your clients, that is one of the top skills that employers are looking for. Now, another part of communication isn't always just talking. It's kind of the opposite of it too. And listening is a huge part of communications. So we're going to look at a short video on why learning to talk correctly and appropriately and listening is very important.
Hi, HRU.
What?
WC, QQ, WOYT.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
ROTFLOL, JK, FDOJ. What you got?
Oh, tuna and coffee.
GGMSOT, $5.95. Hi, MIHU.
What?
YGTBKM, WOYT.
I have no idea what you're saying.
What you got there?
Oh, I've got 3 burgers, fries, chocolate shake, and ice cream.
Well, IMHO, that's just TMF. I mean, OMG, $11.95. TY.
May I have a word with you for a moment, Lydia?
NP.
Lydia, you've got to stop speaking in text. The customers don't know what you're saying, and they've been complaining. I mean, do you always talk like this?
IDK.
What?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I do. UTITM? You think it's too much?
Yeah, I do. I mean, communication skills are essential for this job, for any job. It's the top of the must-have list for every employer. And I'm your employer. Did I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Hi, HRU.
I'm sorry. May I help you?
Yes, I have a chef salad.
Good communication skills are important for everyone. You need skills for both communicating information to others and receiving information from others. If you and your employer communicate well with each other, you'll have a much better chance of keeping your job and maybe even getting a promotion. To find out more, just log on to the website.
So in addition to, I'm sorry, I love that video. In addition to communication, critical thinking is also a highly sought after skill that employers look for. And every year it seems to top the list in the top 5 skills the employers are looking for. Basically, critical thinking is using the ability to use knowledge, facts, and data to effectively solve workplace problems. And it's knowing how to use these skills in a variety of settings. So critical thinking includes problem solving. It also includes working with teams and working with unhappy customers, which some of you might have encountered. So we have a quick video that talks about critical thinking, and we'll move to the next one after that. Sorry guys, I accidentally hit.
Hi, Allie. How'd the early shift go?
Terrible.
Why? What happened?
Well, Jackie took Brandon's shoes during nap time and he hid them somewhere and he can't remember where he hid them. These kids drive me crazy.
Does he do this kind of thing often?
Only every other day. You wouldn't know because you're new here, but kids are always losing their shoes, their jackets, everything.
Did you look in his cubby?
I've looked in all the cubbies.
Well, just about time for the kids to go outside. How about this? Do Brandon and Jackie wear the same shoe size?
Yeah, that's why Jackie took them in the first place.
Well, how about Brandon can wear Jackie's shoes outside, and I'll keep Jackie inside with me while he helps me look for Brandon's shoes?
That's a great idea.
I see you found Brandon's shoes. They were buried in the tub with the Legos.
Jackie, what's with the color labels?
I was thinking, the kids have labels in all their clothing, but they still lose things from time to time, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it would help if we use color labels for all their items. Kids are big on colors, and even if they can't read the labels so well, they can still recognize the colors. What do you think?
I think that's a terrific idea. I'll go get the kids into their shoes.
Wherever you work, there will always be problems that need to be solved every day. Employers look for people who can think on their feet, assess problems, and find solutions. Ideal employees can think critically and creatively, share thoughts and opinions, use good judgment, and make decisions. And they can do it on their own or as part of a team. To find out more, just log on to the website.
All right, so we looked at communication and we've looked at critical thinking. So now we're going to move on to the next one, which is teamwork. Now, we all kind of know what teamwork is, working together, right? We've all been on a team in different ways. So, but teamwork is more than just working together to achieve a goal. It's knowing when to take the lead and when to step back and to follow. So we're going to look at a quick video on teamwork.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Anna.
I was just looking over your presentation. We've been trying for ages to figure out a way to streamline our system for submitting the briefs to the partners, and this looks great. You're a genius.
Oh, thank you, but
I'm going upstairs right now to show this to the partners, and I'll be sure to tell them what a wonderful job you did.
well, thank you again, but really, it wasn't just me by any means. Michael and I brainstormed some ideas. Andrea figured out a plan of action, and we all worked on the presentation together. So, it really was a total team effort.
Well, your team did a fantastic job, and I'll be sure to thank Michael and Andrea when I see them. And I'll tell the partners too.
When you get praise or credit for a job you've done, it's always best when you share it with your teammates.
Sorry, guys.
Teamwork is essential for success in the workplace, and employers look for people who work well with others. When everyone works together, everyone accomplishes more, and everyone benefits. To find out more, just log on to the website.
Sorry, guys. Total user error going on there. Okay. All right. So we looked at teamwork. We've looked at critical thinking. We're also looking at integrity. And integrity is super important. It's prized by employers. And basically what integrity is it means being honest, trustworthy, and making ethical decisions. You have to follow rules, regulations, and laws. And more than anything, it means doing a good job when no one is looking. And so this one is highly prized by all employers, no matter what area you're in. We have a video for that as well. And if I don't click too many things, we'll get to see it.
Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Ramon.
You're late, Jason.
I know, Ramon.
Second time this week, Jason.
I know, Ramon.
What are you going to do about it, Jason?
Okay, I know, I get it.
You better get it. We got a thing around here called professionalism. Professionalism means getting to work on time.
Okay, I know, I get it.
You better get it. All right, we got a truck to unload. Let's go. Tuck in that shirt, Taylor, right? Ready for a lunch break?
Sure.
Not bad, not bad. You done?
Yeah, I'm done. Straighten up those shelves just like you told me to.
Why didn't you straighten up those other shelves while you were at it?
You didn't tell me to do that.
So you just do only what I tell you to? You don't have any initiative of your own? You know, we got a little thing around here called professionalism.
Yeah.
And professionalism means if you see something that needs to be done, you do it without anybody telling you.
Okay, I'll do these shelves after lunch. And I'll make sure the rest are straight too. You worked me hard today, Ramon.
Yeah, well, you did a good job. And hard work is good for you.
Hey, Ramon, could I leave that stuff there and get it first thing tomorrow morning?
Yeah, well, you could, but you know, we got a little thing around here
called professionalism, I know. All right, I'll get it now.
You're learning, pal. Every job demands professionalism. Professionalism means conducting yourself with responsibility, integrity, accountability, and excellence. It means communicating effectively and finding ways to be productive. Every employer expects you to conduct yourself in a professional manner. And if you do that, you'll be a highly prized employee. To find out more, just log on to the website.
Okay. Another soft skill that employees look for, and again, this one, it tends to top the list, and every year it seems to grow and grow, is adaptability. And adaptability, it's a skill that it's important. It's important, especially now. And I almost kind of laugh when I talk about adaptability, given the last 3 months. I think we've all had to adapt, but Basically, it's adjusting to unexpected situations by being open to new ideas, being flexible enough to work through challenging issues, and generally able to cope when things don't go as planned. And we don't have a video for that, but that will lead us right into our next one, which is professionalism, which was just touched on. And I'll let Ms. Walzel talk about that.
Right. Professionalism is being mature at work, and this includes knowing how to dress, speak, and conduct yourselves appropriately while on the job. And I like to think this is probably one of the soft skills we have been working on since we started probably pre-K or kindergarten, where you learn, you can change that to school, and it's the same thing. You learn how to be mature at school, how to dress, how to speak, and conduct yourselves appropriately. So this is something that you've been working on for several years, but you want to continue working on when you get to the workplace. So we do have a video on this one too.
Are you, like, Mr. Madison?
Miss Madison, I assume you're Travis Wilson. You're a bit late.
Oh, hey, sorry, man.
Have a seat.
Sure, thanks, dude.
So, Miss Wilson, do you have any experience in the insurance field?
Well, one time my dad showed me his, like, car insurance bill or something. It was, like, totally slipping me out. That accident I got into. Nothing. Not just an injury.
That's in my office.
Thank you. And here's an extra copy of my resume in case you need it.
Great, thanks. So, Mr. Wilson, do you have any experience in the insurance field?
No, ma'am, I don't, but people tell me that I'm a quick learner, and I always welcome a challenge.
Good, I like that.
Thanks again. So, if you were Miss Madison, would you hire me? Or would you hire me? When you're applying for a job, a positive attitude and enthusiasm can make all the difference. Dress appropriately, be on time, smile, and make good eye contact. Be positive and upbeat when you talk about your training or work experience. That way, you'll show an employer that you want to be at work, that you're willing to do what it takes to get the job done. Yeah. Dude, to find out more, just log on to our website.
All right, sorry about that video. We will get y'all the links to everything so you can watch those afterwards. So next one we're going to look at that comes in on our list is time management. Now we know time management, managing your time, but it also goes to managing your attention. Making sure that you're paying attention to what you need to be doing, prioritizing your tasks, your schedules, and your deadlines, and setting your goals so that you can complete work effectively. Not just skimming it in there at 11:59 when it's due at midnight, but completing it in a timely manner and efficiently.
So we've gone over a lot of these soft skills, and we want to talk to you guys and help you realize you actually have a lot of opportunities to practice these, and you do already. So while you're in junior high and high school, curricular activities are some of the ways that you practice these. So employers across all industries are confident in their ability to teach you technical skills. And again, remember, those are the ones that are specific to a job. But soft skills are really difficult to teach, and they require a lot of practice. And so basically junior high, high school, and even college, if you go that direction, are like soft skills training grounds. So while individuals are always honing in their skills, your entry into the workforce should not be the first time that you're practicing soft skills. There are 3 types of activities that allow you to practice these skills. The first one, of course, is curricular. That's what I have up here. There's co-curricular and extracurricular. Curricular activities are the ones that take place in the classroom. So research papers, creative assignments, all of those things that your teachers give you are meant to prepare you for real world experiences.
So now we're going to look at co-curricular activities. Co-curricular means that there is a part of it that is learning and a part of it that's actual doing. So the first thing on co-curricular activities is internships. An internship is a short-term period of work where you can be paid or unpaid, but you're going to learn your soft skills. And they're a great way to find out if you really like that career or that certain field that you want to work in. You can find internship opportunities at the Texas Internship Challenge. It's a partnership between the TWC, which is the Texas Workforce Commission, TEA, which is the Texas Education Agency and oversees public schools, and then the Higher Education Coordinating Board, which oversees colleges and universities. Through this program, they challenge employers to offer paid internships and make it easy for students who want to search and apply for those opportunities. Some other opportunities we have are study abroad programs. You've probably heard of foreign exchange students, or you study abroad programs in college. Service learning, which is a lot like community service, but you're actually learning something while you are serving others. And then student-led seminars, a lot like this one, or some that are led by your peers. And then the next one, yes, is apprenticeships. A registered apprenticeship combines related classroom instruction with a structured on-the-job learning experience that is supervised by an experienced worker. So it's kind of what we call the earn while you learn model. You're going to be a full-time paid employee working 40 hours a week, but part of that is going to be spent in the classroom learning the training system. So a registered apprenticeship program is a job training system for multiple occupations. So people in advanced manufacturing, construction, energy, finance and business, healthcare, hospitality, information technology, telecommunications, and even transportation offer apprenticeships in that. So you can look at apprenticeship.gov.
Okay, and then the third one that we talked about was extracurricular activities, and you're probably very familiar with those. Those provide experiences that allow you to engage with other students and even faculty members. By taking part in these extracurricular activities, you connect with community members and continue to build your soft skills along the way. So some of those things may be volunteering, joining a student organization, or even playing sports. Those are activities that teach you valuable skills. 4-H, obviously you guys are here, has tons of opportunities to work on these skills and have fun and to connect with others, just like we're doing today. So plus the activities give you a chance to meet people who could give you career information or a reference later on. So in the chats, I see it's been kind of blowing up. We wanted to find out what other extracurricular activities do you guys participate in? So if y'all want to put that in chat, we'll look at that. Orchestra, cool, cool.
FFA, that's an awesome.
Definitely.
So I see a lot of sports in here. Robotics, ooh, theater.
Scouts and volleyball. Twirling. What's AHG? Do y'all know? Cool. Lots of active kids, man.
They are. You're in everything.
So in my horse, oh yeah, the horse show's coming up. Marathi, Levitt, archery. Sweet. So you guys have lots of opportunities that you work with different people, including students and adults. And all the while, you guys are building relationships with these people that could help you in the future. Okay, next we're going to kind of shift gears from our soft skills to resumes. So once you finally, have honed in on your soft skills, we're going to talk about those. And we want to find out from you guys in the poll, do you need a resume? And so we have another poll coming up. Let's see, maybe?
Yes, I got it.
You have it? Okay. Walzel is the technical one, not I.
We're wanting to know, do you think you need a resume?
I'm going to give you a few more seconds to answer. About 5 more seconds. All right, cool. Ooh, y'all are a smart bunch. Let's see. Okay, we'll put it in polling. Yep. Yes. Good job, guys. Let's see.
So, those of you who answered yes, you are correct. You do need a resume. So, yay, good job. So we want to know, how many of y'all watch the Super Bowl just to see the commercials? Yes, this girl does for sure. Well, a resume is kind of like a TV ad. And we all know that everyone looks forward to the Super Bowl because of what? The ads, or we go watch them all on YouTube the next day because we know that they're going to be the best ones and the most entertaining of the whole year. Well, your resume is very similar to those Super Bowl ads. You are advertising yourself as a quality candidate for the position that you're applying for. So you want your resume to stand out to the employers just like the Super Bowl ads stand out to us as viewers.
Yeah. Definitely. Hey, so there's lots of resources that can help you out with resumes. I have a few of them up here. Work in Texas offers a resume builder, and that is how to find it is workintexas.com. Also, there's the Texas Job Hunters Guide and Texas Job Hunters Guide Express. Both of these offer valuable tips when you're putting together a resume. And then one really cool little tool that Texas Workforce has is the Pocket Resume. It literally fits into your pocket. And it's a useful tool to keep with you, like when you interview for positions, things like that. You can record any vital information that you want to remember when you go on an interview. And those resources can be found by either visiting the Student Resources page at our website, which is wfswct.org/student resources, or the Texas Workforce Commission's page. I'm going to go ahead and put in the chats the link to that page. That way you guys can find it. Actually, I think I sent that to Jana. I'm sorry. I didn't send that to the group. I will put that back in there. Sorry.
And the link that she's putting in the chat, you'll be able to go to that to find this information.
There you go, guys. So there's the link. You hit that page, you'll be able to find these resources that we talked about. It also has a lot more, just a ton of information. Okay.
All right, so now that we know we need a resume, what do we need to put on it? Well, kind of some of the relevant information that we need. Number one is your contact information. You want that employer to know how to easily get a hold of you. So make sure you're giving them your phone number, a correct email. You want to have an objective on there that's telling them Why are you sending them this resume? So that's kind of the reason why you're sending it to is your objective. And then we go to your achievement statements. We like to use what we call the CAR method. Describe a challenge, which is the C. Take the action you took to meet that challenge, which is the A. And the R is for the results of that action. So you describe the challenge, what actions you took, and what the results were. So it's a great way to use the CAR method to do your achievement statements.
Also, you want to include your relevant skills. These include your hard and your soft skills. Don't hesitate to talk about the soft skills that you have and give examples of a time that you positively had an impact using your finesse in a particular soft skill. Employers really appreciate that when you talk about your soft skills. So be sure and include that. Another part of your resume that you want to include is your relevant work or volunteer experience. Perhaps you've had experience assisting customers, or maybe you volunteered in a similar industry as the one that you're applying to. You want to talk about those experiences. Even something like heading up a clothing drive at school, or if your school has a care closet, those are examples of tenacity, creative thinking, problem solving, organization, and communication. Some general guidelines when you're putting together your resume. The first one, I can never stress enough, be honest. Talk about what you can do. Don't lie. Don't inflate the truth. Emphasize the skills that you need for the position that you seek. You also want to write it yourself because your resume is an example of your work. And then you don't want to include everything that you've ever done. Remember, you just want to keep it to the relevant things that pertain to the job you're seeking.
So now that we know how to create our resume and what to put on it, what do we do with it? Well, you want to make sure that you're submitting it in the proper way. So always include a cover letter with your resume. The cover letter is what tells the employer, hey, this is why I am sending you this. Kind of introduces yourself and tells them why you're sending that. Also, if it asks you to submit any of your applications, you want to submit those with your resume. A lot of times now we're doing that digitally, so make sure that you're paying attention to how you name those files. So you want to put it like resume with your first and last name, and then maybe you want to put, application with your first and last name, so that when they open those, they know what they're opening. You want to target the receiver. Make sure you're sending your resume to targeted employers and contacts. Don't mass mailing it. That's kind of a waste of your time. You also want to make sure you're sending it to jobs that you're at least 70% qualified, so that you're not sending out to just everyone. And then you want to make sure that you don't attach any transcripts, your recommendations, or any photos on your resume.
Uh-oh. I don't know why this is coming up like this, guys. I'll tell you what. Let me stop. New share. Let's go. I'll share this screen.
Jennifer, you should be able to clear the annotation, and I apologize that we apparently have some young people in this session that are trying to be cute. So please, again, I wish I could figure out who it was. Unfortunately, it does not allow us to determine that in the session, but I think you should be able to turn off the annotation capability for participants and hopefully resolve that.
Thank you, Janet. Actually, I was going to say, I did just figure it out, how to do it. I know earlier you told me to do it and I couldn't figure it out. So, hey, we got it though. So actually that annotation was a great example of what not to include on your resume, and is a great segue into the look of your resume. You don't want to have scribbles on it. Your resume should, no matter how old you are, or if it's your first or your last resume, your resume should look professional. It should be on white or light paper. It should be clean with no smudges, no stains. Very uncluttered. It's okay to have blank space on a resume. It needs to be serious. You need to include plain fonts, the one that I suggest using is Times New Roman. It needs to be, so not your typical computer template. I know a lot of people use those, and that's a great place to start, but you really do want to try to keep it unique and special to you. Your resume needs to be easy to read. Use bullet points, not paragraphs. It needs to be well organized. So just like we were talking about catching your attention in the first 15 seconds, or the first 30 seconds, you want your main points at the top of the page. And then it needs to be well spaced without justified text blocks. It needs to be flat with no staples or creases. And you want to keep your resume brief. One page is the best way to do it. Okay.
So now that we know about resumes, let's practice. So we're going to imagine that you are the hiring manager. You've had all these resumes come in and you've narrowed it down to these two potential candidates that are shown on the screen. So we're going to see which resume passes the test. So the first thing we want to look at, can you see the candidate's main skills within the first 10 to 15 seconds that you looked at this? And then does the important information grab your attention? Can you find that objective? Can you find their work experience, their education, their skills? Can you see those very quickly? Does it grab your attention? And look at the top quarter of the page. Only in that top quarter does that candidate sell themselves that you want to continue reading on down further than that. A lot of times when they're flipping through them, they're just going to see that top quarter. So you want to look, hey, which one pops out that you want to continue reading on?
So you've had a chance, hopefully, to examine both of these resumes. We have Giles and Joanna. In the comments, if you will, go ahead, tell us, who would you hire? If you were the hiring manager and you were looking at both of these resumes, and maybe not even hire, who would you call in for an interview? Because really that's what your resume is trying to do, is get you an interview. So if you were looking at Giles Wooten's resume or Joanna Smith, who would you call in?
Well, it looks like everyone seems to be in agreement on this one.
Yeah. So tell me so since you are choosing Giles, choosing Giles, what did you like about his resume compared to Joanna's? What stood out to you?
The font.
Yeah, cool. Clean.
You like the colors.
Oh, that's cool.
The format of it.
Yeah.
Organization. It's neater and they like the font.
Yeah, good deal.
His job descriptions. Yes, that's a very important part. When you're describing your job is, don't make it just, hey, this is what I did. Try to talk to them about some of the skills that you gained in that job, whether it be the hard skills or the soft skills.
That's where that CAR method comes in, where you're talking about a challenge and talking about what you did and what the results were. That's exactly what Giles did in there. So definitely you want to do that. All right, guys, we're getting close to wrapping this up. So one thing that we would love for you guys to do, it helps us tremendously, is on your screen, we have a QR code. You can use your device to, if you have a QR reader, to go to a survey, or you can use the link that's on that page. Survey is real easy. It's real quick. It helps us to understand a little bit about what you got from our presentation, but also what's on your mind as far as career readiness and what are some things that we could do. So if you guys could definitely do that for us, we'd appreciate it. Okay. And then also, here are ways that you can connect with us. Most of you, I know you guys are from all over the state. There are workforce solutions for 27 different areas of the state. We just happen to serve one of those areas. But we do have information that we've shared with you guys that pertains to you no matter where you're at. So our website is up at the top. You'll also see the 800 number that you can call for the career hotline. And then our handle on Instagram is Value Program. And then, of course, we are on Facebook, and we have live events every Tuesday and Thursday where we talk about all different aspects of careers. And so if you'd like to join us for that, we would so appreciate it. We always enjoy talking to people, especially over the last 3 months. It's nice to get to talk to people, even if it's digitally. And so any questions or thoughts, guys? If not, we totally appreciate you joining us. Thank you.
They asked, I will put the link to the survey in here in the chat.
Okay, I'll head back to the survey. Sorry, guys.
Okay, there's a link to the survey for those who have asked. And then, yes, she said, like she said, if you have any questions or thoughts, we would be happy to answer them.
Hey guys, and we hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your 4-H Lead Academy experience. Oh, is there not an apprenticeship available on the site you sent? If there is not a
Okay, that site is for registered apprenticeships. So when a business registers their apprenticeship, it'll be on there. If there's not one listed for your area or for the industry you're looking at, there might be some available, but they might be unregistered. So that would be something you can reach out. If you know a certain industry that you're interested in, reach out to the employers in your area to see if they'd be willing to let you do an internship. Maybe they'll let you do just, 2 or 3 days, if nothing else. But reach out to people in your area that are in that industry.
Awesome. Cool.
All right.
All right, guys.
Well, thank y'all very much.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yes, in the survey, you can put the grade level that you're going to be going into this year.
Anybody else have any questions? Well, this has been a great presentation, and we appreciate all the insight and information you provided. As noted, we will get a copy of the slides and share that, as well as the links for those videos that were not playing well. And that's the one thing we're learning in our new remote world. Sometimes our internet connectivity is not perfect everywhere we're at, so we'll make sure we get those sent out as well. So be sure and make sure that you signed in. I'll pop that link into the chat box as well. And then complete the survey so they'll have that information for their to help prepare for future needs, etc. So.
Oh, Jackie. Yes.
Yeah, Jackie, the best way or advice for helping you work on your soft skills is just practice with those that are in your house. You can walk up, if you have, siblings or parents, you can walk up to them, shake their hands. You can, look online for, sample interview questions if that's what you're kind of stressed about, and have them ask you those and practice answering them.
Jackie, also another thing, this sounds kind of weird, but it's helpful. Practice in front of a mirror. Just practice your introduction. We call it your elevator speech, but basically introducing yourself and what you're about. And you'll find sometimes you are your toughest critic, but if you practice in the mirror too, that helps quite a bit.
And for Dia, about how old do you have to be to register for an internship? Every internship has different ages. On the internship challenge, you can look through that. Some of them are based for, they want you to be majoring in a certain subject, so that may be for more college age. But you just have to look on that. Each internship has a different age level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good question, though. Good question.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, and another thing, too, If there's an industry that you're interested in and you're not finding an internship or an apprenticeship, I'm just going to kind of play off of what Ms. Walzel said. Go to that company and ask them. Just because it's not advertised doesn't mean that if you show initiative, and we talked about that, that doesn't mean that they can't create an internship for you. So don't be afraid to go ask.
Any other questions?
Good. All right.
Okay, thank you both for all your words of wisdom today.
Yeah,
and again, we'll appreciate your feedback to those people that reach out. Again, these ladies are here to help, so be sure to use their services. Hopefully next year we'll be able to see you in College Station and have you be able to present in person.
I hope so. Giggle.
Okay, we're going to get our next session going here in just a moment. So for those of you that is wanting to stay, the next session is called Transformational Leadership in Action. Otherwise, have a good afternoon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.